Hey guys, it's Sarah from New England Junk Journals, and I'm on to do a little chat, a little catch up, kind of show you what I've been working on lately. I haven't had a ton of time to get in the craft room for creative purposes, but I have had some time, and I did have a day about a week ago where I came down and I wanted to play. I wanted to kind of get out my scrap bins, and I have too many scraps, guys. I want to make these disappear. I know that's not really going to be possible in the time that I have, but I would like to get them down by half. That's my goal. So what I did is I took a bunch of, this is coffee stained paper. This is just some plain white paper. This is beet stained paper, some double-sided scrapbook paper, and I kind of all cut them down to the same size. If I can remember what size that was. I think it's 2 by 3. I'm pretty almost positive that it was, yeah, 2 inches by 3 inches. And I saw, was it Natasha? I'm pretty sure it was Natasha from Treasure Books. This probably was like 2 Sundays ago. She had done a bunch of scrappy notebooks with scraps that she had. And one of her ideas was to do it with these like little jump rings. I have a whole package of these industrial chic jump rings. These are like heavy duty jump rings. Actually, had 2 packages. Got a bunch left over here. And I definitely was not sure what I wanted to do with them. So I figured, hey, why don't I make some of these scrappy little notebooks? And these definitely need to be embellished. They're very plain. But I have just like some thick, like cardstocky type. This, I think, came in like those paper packs that you get either from the Dollar Tree or from Walmart. They have like a big, like assorted handmade and specialty papers. But I just put a whole bunch of these together. This is kind of like a fun textured paper. And I really didn't even like pay special attention to like matching up like the style of the papers. I just kind of wanted to make a fun little notebook. These are a little fiddly with the jump rings, if I'm being honest here. Maybe I just need to get more practice at putting these jump rings together smoothly. But I made a couple of these with some cute little papers in here. These will be perfect as, like notebooks to pop in your purse, or you could stick them in the pockets of a journal. So I made 2 of those. And then I made a bunch of these. And they've been kind of sitting in this clips trying to, because they were popping up all over the place when I first made them. So I just wanted to get them trained to sit kind of flat. But I made like a bunch of these, and this is all, again, it's double-sided scrapbook paper. There we go, is this the right way around? And so this is like a cardstock, and then I put in thinner papers in here just to be little notebooks. Again, these be perfect to stick in pockets and journals. I made 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them. And I just put them in with a 2-hole pamphlet stitch. Since they're so tiny, I figured a 2-hole stitch would hold these in perfectly. So yes, I've got some little pieces here to work with. I've got stickers and some tins, and so I'll probably be working at decorating the covers of these, again, with scraps and with a little small stickers and die cuts and things like that. But I just want to show you how I put the jump rings together. You can watch me struggle on camera. The thing is, I need 2 of these, but I have 1 of these and 1 of these. So until I can get a second one, that's what we're going to be kind of working with. Now, I don't know how many pages I have here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19. And the pieces on the outside are ones that are like more stiff. So I usually pick, let's see, I'll do 2 of these, that way I can flip them back to front so the covers are the same. And then I'll put a couple pages inside. So we've got some of those, one of these gold, one of these, one of these. I'm just adding stuff that I think will go. So far we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And now all I'm gonna do is just set them in the order that I want them. So that's gonna be last. This is gonna be first. Just gonna alternate between some plain pages. You guys even close enough? I hope you are. There we go. Do I have one of these already? No, I don't. All right. I'm actually going to put it this way. We'll have the doggies on the back. And somebody may be a little bit more particular about this than myself, but I just kind of want to get some of these scraps used up. And yeah, if I'm more particular, then it will take me all day. So I have these together. I want to kind of clip them in place so they don't move. And then I'm just gonna plan out where I want to put my holes. And I'm just gonna use the centimeter side. And I want them close enough to the edge that they're not going to get caught too much, but you know, obviously not so close that they might tear out, if that makes sense. Put one here, one here, and one here. And I do have, this isn't even mine, this is my dad's crocodile. He makes, what do you call those things? Amplifiers, like tube amplifiers and stuff. And he sets grommets and things with this. So that's why he has it. But he's letting me borrow it right now. All right, so just kind of, all right, not sure. There we go. It's like right, I'm sorry, there's something like right in the middle of the viewer thing that keeps getting in the way. There we go. It's much better. And it's just about enough with these 19 pieces that it will poke through well. I probably could not get any more. And as I'm doing this and like looking through the viewfinder, that dot is going at the very bottom of what I can see. I'm not really doing it centered. The dot was like on this edge here. So I'm doing it slightly more inside than that. These are very, very easy to make, and it's a great project. I'm so glad that I was inspired by Natasha at Treasure Books. I kind of get that way. I know, like, Carrie's the same way. She'll watch something and she'll get inspired. And I know she's so funny. She's like, I stole the idea. But no, we just get inspired by others. Okay. Now the thing is, with the round tipped pliers, they're very slippery. So sometimes these tend to just slip apart. Let's see. It's hard to get them to fit perfectly back together. And when that happens, you know, that's when it tends to catch on the edges of the pages. So that's okay though. You know, we just try. Doesn't always work out, but it's okay. These are junk journals anyway. We're not aiming for perfection. Whoop. Gonna need a second cup of coffee when I go back up there this morning. I was woken up at 1:20 this morning by coyotes that I could have almost promised you they were in my yard. It's how close they sounded. And apparently it's that time of season. I mean, I would have thought, you know, spring get-together season for coyotes would have been closer to what I consider spring, but no. Apparently this is their time to get together. And yeah, they make lots and lots and lots of noise. Lots and lots of noise. So there you go. You got all your pages in here, and you could use it as a flip notebook this way or this way. That's super cute. And let's see if I've got something to decorate this up with. something that might be cute on here. So we've got these little squares. I also have I think this is probably gonna be too big and overwhelming on this page. But and probably what we need is a backing of some kind here. So these will stand out. Something like that. Ooh, come back here. I'm looking to see if I have any kind of fabric or trim close by. Pardon me just a moment. I have a feeling these all might be too big. Some beautiful fabric clusters here sent to me by a dear friend, and maybe something like that. Nope. These are going to be too big, unfortunately. They're so cute though. Maybe I'll be able to use them on those little notebooks. If I just decorate them with like one, let's see. If I decorate it with just one of these. What do you think of that? I want it on some music though. Probably it needs to be inked. I don't have my inks next to me though. Or if I just put a button or something on there, that might work too. I have these unsorted buttons. Now I'm gonna make a mess. Oh, that is cute. What if I take the, oh, where's my other clippers? Oh, I don't dare try to break it off with that. I have some snips somewhere. Let's see, this is what happens when you're not organized. But there's not really a whole lot of green. But for some reason I'm like, Needs to be green. All right, well, I'll figure something out for this. If it's the last thing I do. It's got like reds and browns and stuff. All right, I'm going back to my original idea. Isn't that infuriating, huh? Something like that, but I wanted a piece of trim or fabric. I have a bucket here of all kinds of like little trim samples from a like a trim catalog that you get at a fabric store. Go and you'd look over at the samples. And let's see if something like this would be workable. Has a lot of texture. But it might also be way too bulky. Yeah, no, not that one. This is why I don't do a lot of crafting on camera. Because the process takes so long. Because I get very indecisive. You know what? It's okay if it doesn't look perfect. So let's see here. I know that's way too big. That's way too much. You know what? I'm just gonna go for it. And I know this would probably actually come out so much better if I decided to ink it around the edges, but kind of just want to make a shorter video this morning. Just kind of showing what I've been up to, that I haven't given up crafting entirely. I just am able to do it in smaller little snippets. Yeah, I'll do her right here. I'm not able to get in here and do big projects. but I really want to get to using up my scraps. And yeah, I've just been kind of all over YouTube looking at like scrap projects. And each one seems more like great and cool than the last one. They're all great and they're all cool. But you know, you just get caught up one after the other looking at the different ones. That's cute. I know it's simple, but that's okay. Sometimes simple is good. Simple and uncomplicated. I could layer and layer and layer until I run out of things to layer with, but I like that. Because if you do them simply, you can go through so many of them. You don't have to spend as much time on each individual one. Yeah, so that's going to be my project, is gussying these things all up. I might get out my circle punches and stuff and punch out some like circle masks for these. I also have hexagonal punch. So maybe I can do some little hexagonal masks to, well, not masks, but to go underneath bases, I guess, to add little layers on top of. It'd actually go better here. But yeah, so I'm gonna have fun with that. This will be for later. Headed off to church, and then after church, hoping to come back, get my big light from over here, bring it upstairs, and do some glamour shots of some of the fabric samples. Not fabric samples necessarily from like a fabric sample book, but I have like large, like 18 inches square and bigger of fabric samples that I've gotten. And as I'm going through getting rid of things that I don't need to take with me for the move, I found I've got a lot of fabric. So I'm going to do some pictures of that so that can go up on the Makers Market. And what those will be is mystery bundles. I mean, I'll like take pictures of each color group to show you, for example, what kinds of patterns and textures you might get in them. But for the most part, they're going to be, you know, like you can pick a color, like say I would like a blue bundle or a yellow bundle or neutrals, and I'll have those available. And if you want a mixed bundle, I'll have that option available too. Yes. Oh, and if you guys didn't hear, I am going to be on the live sale, Angela Traveling Crafters live sale, which takes place this Thursday. She usually has a live sale most Thursdays, except for the first Thursday of the month. So yeah, I'm super excited. This will be my second live sale with Angela. It's always a blast. I encourage you guys to stop in closer to Thursday. I'll probably post the little link, the when she does her upcoming live sale like link, I'll link to that as well, so you guys can see, mark your calendars. It is, I believe, 4 o'clock Central Time, 5 o'clock Eastern Time. So yeah, I'm super looking forward to that. I actually will have some previews coming this week showing you what I'm bringing. I've got some bundles that I put together of all kinds of different things, and there'll be books and just a whole ton of interesting items for you to come and bid on. But you can come even if you don't plan on bidding on anything. Just come hang out with us. It's super fun. It's a great crowd. The ladies are just lovely, and it's fun just chatting and getting to know them in the live chat. And anything else? I was working on this earlier this week, so it is just a journal cover. I took a couple wallpapers, and this is a cereal box inside, and then I put fabric on the center, and I do plan on stitching around this because the edges are kind of raw. So I want to stitch around the front and back, but yeah, I'm going to make this into a journal in the coming future. Lots of exciting stuff here. All right, guys, thank you for hanging out with me. Short video, at least for me. I tend to make pretty long videos. Thank you for coming along, and God bless you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.